Yeah. Ready? 1, 2, 3, clap.
Laughs, bits, tangents. Matt and Mike, virginal fans, began watching One Piece and everything the show had to offer, and their nonsense ideas drove them to create their podcast.
Buggy the Clown is back. Fuck.
This is a One Piece podcast.
These words lured listeners to their grand show in what's now known as the funpiecepodcast.
Yayo, 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 ho ho, set sail for Fun Piece. It's the name of the podcast with Matt and Mike. Yayo, yayo, set sail for Fun Piece.
Oh, that was a good clap.
I felt good about that one.
Do you have to say every time it's a good clap? Because then I have to either leave in the fact that you said it was a good clap or edit out the clap commentary. Sometimes I do.
Maybe.
Episode 220.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fun Piece Podcast. My name's Matt.
My name is Mike.
Mike.
Oh my god, why haven't I been Mike?
That's pretty. Or I could be Matt.
Yeah, that should be your thing.
Matt.
There's nobody else here.
And also, there's no one else here. No one at all.
I'm gonna use this bit early. Can I have you guys sing Happy Birthday today?
Fuck yeah. Who are we singing happy birthday to?
I want you guys to sing Happy Birthday, and then you get to ask yes or no questions and try to figure out who you're singing Happy Birthday to.
All right, here we go. Are you ready,
Oh my
Michael?
goodness. Yeah.
I just also, by the way, so we are recording this as of the 14th of June. And there are currently 3 birthdays with characters today, but Matt and Mike only know one of them so far.
Let's go.
We have a dear friend whose birthday it is. It's also
yeah.
Flag Day. It's the dumbest holiday.
The dumbest
Hey.
holiday.
We're going to talk about Flag Day later. It's the greatest day of the year. Anyway. Happy birthday
Happy
to
birthday
you.
to you.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday
to you.
to you.
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday.
Happy birthday
Happy birthday
to you.
To you.
Happy birthday.
Anawu? Is it Anawu?
Is it Enawu?
No, if you guys want to
Fuck.
ask vague yes/no questions to start, so you can at least narrow
Sure.
it down.
Is it Foxy?
No.
Do you have a devil fruit?
No.
Is this for the one we know?
This is for the One Piece character. Yeah, I'm not going to grill you
Do
guys.
they
on
use a weapon?
They are seen with weaponry in the show. Yes, on their Wikipedia page, they have a category for weapons under this version.
Are you an
Is it Usopp?
Are you an anthropomorphic animal?
No.
Do they have a long nose?
Nope.
Are you
Do they have
Are you a gun?
big-
No. You guys are gonna have
Were you
to
a gun?
deep dive into your brains for this one.
Okay.
Are
Do you work for Baroque Works?
Nope.
Are you a mercenary?
No.
Are you a Marine?
Nope.
Are
you a pirate?
No.
The fuck?
Are you friends with the Straw Hats?
I would say yes. Not specifically, but I can see them being a fan of them for what the Straw Hats do.
Do you live in Alabasta?
No.
All right. Whoa.
Are you large?
No. Relatively small, but accurate for the age.
Are you a child?
Yes.
Is it Daddy the Father's daughter?
Nope.
Is your name a piss?
No.
Are you involved with Millennial Dragons?
No.
Are you a canon character?
Yes.
Are you the girl that gives Zoro rice balls when he's strung up by Captain Morgan?
No.
Damn it.
Are you wealthy?
No, the opposite.
Are you into some weird mouth stuff with seahorses?
No.
Damn it.
Are you in the first 100 episodes?
Yes.
Is it Kobe?
No.
Fuck.
Kobe's a Marine. He doesn't. Are you one of Alvida's pirates?
No.
Well,
Somehow,
it's a child. It's a child.
somehow you guys haven't touched the one arc that this
The
person
one
is in.
Oh shit! Wait, are you an Usopp pirate?
No.
Damn it!
We established they're not pirates.
Well, they're not? The Usopp pirates aren't pirates. They're just kids
oh my God,
pretending to be
We
pirates.
got Romance Dawn.
Are you Luffy as a child?
No. That would be so mean.
It's child Luffy's birthday, but not Luffy's birthday.
It's like Baby Mario and regular Mario.
They
Different
have
birthdays.
separate birthdays.
Are
Are
you on Drum Island?
No, not Drum Island.
Are you in Syrup Village?
Nope.
Are you in the East Blue?
Yes.
Oh. Interesting. Oh, are
Are
you
you in Logtown? Oh, sorry.
no, you're fine.
Not Logtown.
What the fuck else happened? Is it are you that stupid
Oh my God.
Are you that stupid boy in fucking Arlong Park?
Arlong Park.
The one that tries to stab Usopp?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, it's Chabo's birthday.
Happy
Chabo.
birthday to Chabo.
I feel like it's weird that we got there. Both remember.
You guys are going to get faster on later birthdays when there's more birthdays to choose from, I think.
Are we?
I
It's
don't
Chabo's
know.
birthday.
You do, if we're, I'm trying to think what the next day we're going to be recording is. I will continue
we'll figure it out.
to find you guys birthdays to sing for if we record on them.
Hell yeah. Hey everybody.
We'll just pick a day to record that it's somebody's birthday.
Yeah.
This is the Fun Piece Pod. Did we do that?
No, we
that.
didn't. We didn't. It was
Oh,
the longest intro ever.
Oh,
Oh my God. This is the Fun Piece Podcast. And on it, we forget to do the intro.
Yeah.
You're not like, oh, I'm going to jump into Foxy's return arc.
They might. They
Should we
might.
script?
Don't do
We
that.
should-
If you're listening, if you got this far, go back.
Hey, I'm gonna do it anyway. Hey, everybody! It's a Fun Piece. It's a One Piece podcast. It's Fun Piece. We watch the anime of One Piece. Mike and I are watching for the very first time. We've never seen it before, and we have great takes that aren't controversial at all. And our our tier lists are the best.
Foxy is the best villain in One Piece so far.
Yes. Hey, you motherfuckers out there! If you disagree, especially you in our Discord, if you're not,
Right in.
if you disagree with our thoughts on our tier list, which we posted the tier list in our Discord, it's also in the most previous episode. Fucking come fight us. We're ready to fight. Motherfuckers.
I feel like people are only going to be mad about how low Crocodile is.
I think people are going to be mad about... I don't think so. I feel like we justified where Crocodile was in the tier list.
Historian, you saw the tier list. How did you feel about it?
Hold on, let me double check the tier list. I saw it when you guys were like halfway done with it. Okay, so Foxy, Wappo, Buggy, Arlong, yeah. I think the questionable thing is Crocodile being on the same tier as Eneru. I think Eneru is fine as B tier. But I mean, I know you guys don't think Crocodile was a good villain, but he's...
We had some good justified...
He's a good plot point. Like, he's like a stepping stone for Luffy, but also... I'm pretty sure Alabasta would have fallen into ruin even if he didn't take the water.
I don't know. I like Crocodile a lot. I feel like there are a lot of people who really love Crocodile and back Crocodile as a character and being like, this guy's great. I'm going to say that also might be for reasons later on in the show. And also I'm really excited because there is an arc you will get to later on in the show that you're just like, man, Crocodile was just a shit. Like, he really didn't know what he was doing when it comes to Alabasta.
Well, that was sort of... Okay, so our...
I feel like that's obvious.
I mean,
watching
it.
Our
justification... we don't have to get super into it because we've got episodes to talk about, but like our justification also was like from like clear intentions by the villain. Like, his intentions were like kind of blown out of proportion, and also it felt like they changed every 5 episodes because it was like my master plan to do this one specific thing, but now I've got this master plan to also get the poneglyph, and then the other one is to like take over the world.
Yeah,
it just kept like blowing up into this like kind of overly convoluted bullshit where like Wapple, Buggy, and motherfucking Arlong all had very specific intentions with their and even Foxy with their like their
Foxy
ulterior
might be the most
motives.
clear cut of all. He's just like an old timey villain. I'm surprised Foxy didn't tie anybody to train tracks. Actually,
He kind of did.
he didn't. They tied themselves to train tracks. All right, let's get into it. Let's get into
Yeah. All right. So anybody, this week's episodes, we watched episodes 225 to 228, Foxy's Return arc.
Yeah.
Which is this
what?
filler, or is this?
I think partly filler.
It's like half filler.
Aokiji seemed very not filler.
This is strange because I do use a couple different source websites for you guys, and it seems pretty split. If the Aokiji episodes are included in Water 7 or not.
Interesting. Is that sort of like Jaya? That Jaya arc was like kind of included in Skypiea, but like not really.
I mean, kind of. It's weird. In the official Wikipedia, as far as like seasonal box set releases, Foxy's Return and the 2 Aokiji episodes were included in what was considered season 7, and season 8 starts with the start of Water 7. So
Gotcha.
I did it based off of that, basically.
I feel like it was like it felt like a good stopping point. It felt like it was like leading up to some stuff, setting up some mystery.
Yeah.
I thought Robin was going to get like taken during these episodes.
Mind you, there was never a pause in release dates. Like, these were still just like weeks apart, basically a week apart. But as far as how they are broken up into what's considered seasons, that was the defining line I went with. But there is a large portion that considers the Aokiji episodes part of Water 7.
Cool.
Okay.
I mean, that makes sense. It kind of sets everything on the path. Anyway, here we go, Mike.
All right.
Episode 225. Honk, 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 honk. It's been 88 episodes since we last saw Buggy the Clown.
Yeah, we miss him.
Yeah, what the
We
fuck?
think about him.
Every day.
His powerful jawline, his commanding voice, his way with words.
His bulbous nose.
Don't mention the nose, Matt. He doesn't like that.
It's a part of a clown's personality.
It's his nose. It's his biological nose.
Yeah, I know, but still.
I feel like he was really sensitive about it. Episode 225, Don't Mess with the Silver Fox. I'm not even having a joke title because I loved everything Foxy did throughout all of this. He's such a little shit.
He's such a fucking little shit.
What a little scam.
I know you love him, but like
so bad at it.
Oh, I hate it so much.
It's so fucking funny.
I agree.
It's
with
like
the tier
every
list,
time
but fuck.
you're like, oh no, he completely duped the Straw Hats, and like now they're in a worse situation, and then they're just like, oh, let's just bust through this wall, and it's like they don't. There's like never that much of an issue.
Yeah. Before we jump into the episode proper, I did notice I watched the intro again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep bringing things up from the intro because you're giving me
talk
so
about
much
weird
shit.
Usopp?
No, I'm talking about
White Usopp?
there was a fun looking bird who saluted.
Oh yeah. I think I know who you're talking about.
He looked like he had some personality.
I'm so curious. I feel like I'm gonna like him because I like his face. But there's square nose white boy Usopp.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want to know what that is.
I feel like it's gonna end up being Usopp, but he's like pretending to not be himself or something stupid.
Like the episode of Community where there's white Abed. There is a weirded out about it.
Yeah, sure.
God. Background MVP in this is Chopper and Robin's friendship.
Ooh, I like that.
It was. I got so hyped about that.
It was
I
perfect.
thought it was amazing.
It was perfect. It really
They
was.
were just playing like Candyland.
Yeah, I did. I think I wrote that exact thing.
Yeah. Anyway, this episode starts. We get Old Man Council. Is this the world?
The elders.
The elders. They run the world government.
I believe so. Yes.
They're like Are they like the Illuminati?
I'm assuming they're like the Illuminati. I mean, it seems like,
or like America.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was the elders of like the world government. I think it was like a different. I don't know. I kind of got confused because they said something about elder marines. So I was like, are these just like the old men who run the marines, and then there's the elders of the world government?
So. There's the one big dude who runs the marines. He's like the grand admiral or whatever. Because there's three admirals, and then there's like a grand.
They introduce you to the concept of the three admirals, and then who is in charge of them. So the man in charge of them is Sengoku.
Okay,
I wrote these names down. Yes.
Yeah. And then you have the three admirals.
Akainu,
okay, so there's
Aokiji, and Kizaru.
You don't have to answer it if we shouldn't know yet. But like, is it the elders who run the world government, then Sengoku, then the three admirals?
So, you guys at this point know of the five elders.
Yeah,
they like called a meeting, right? Didn't they?
They're like the public heads of the world government, is what I'll call them.
Sure.
We got like a Bill Gates, and
Well, they're like the United Nations.
Okay.
And then there's like the Illuminati, which I don't fucking know. Don't make me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, because there's the elders, but then there's also the seven warlords of the sea. And
those are just they're just like privateers.
Well, yeah, but they're basically running the fucking show. They're doing all the hard work.
I don't know. I'm getting the sense that the warlords of the sea are not that impressive because a 17-year-old stretchy boy has defeated 2 of them.
Mike, did you see the moves on Lafitte? I don't know if he's becoming a world elder or world warlord, but he was really... Who? He was in that one episode where we saw Doflamingo and Kuma and fucking...
Is it not Doflamingo?
No, it's Doflamingo, but last episode we said Doflamingo. And
Don Quixote Doflamingo.
Yeah, poopy butt Doflamingo. We talked about this last episode. Poopy butt Doflamingo.
Mr. Dingley Doflamingo.
Mr. Dingle Doflamingo.
Hey, Mike, that thunderstorm that was outside your apartment like 20 minutes ago is now outside our home.
It's definitely... Yeah,
cool.
So this might cut out for us.
Yeah.
We'll see. Anyway, Poopy Butt Doflamingo was there, and then...
Mr. Darcy Doflamingo.
Okay, hold on.
Kuma was there.
Hold on a second.
Oh, Kuma. I bet Kuma's a bro. I bet Kuma's chill as fuck.
Yeah, Kuma.
That man carries a Bible with him wherever he goes.
And then there's Hakai Mihawk, and then...
Oh, yeah.
And then there was that dude Lafitte who was there, and he was like, I heard you have an opening for cha-cha-cha-cha, and he like danced a little bit for a new warlord of the sea. His name was Lafitte, and he danced.
Oh, who the fuck was he representing? Like, it was somebody we knew, wasn't it?
It wasn't Shanks. I thought he was there on maybe Whitebeard.
No, Lafitte.
He was Blackbeard's crew. Yeah. Blackbeard's crew. He was from Blackbeard's crew.
He's got this stinky little jumpsuit and a top hat and a cane.
Yeah.
Blackbeard's got to be like a huge big bad.
I mean, his name's Blackbeard. He fucked up Drum Island.
Yeah. And he looks the coolest out of a lot of the warlords so far.
He likes cherry pie.
Yeah, well, he liked that cherry pie. He likes cherry pie that Luffy hates. That's how you know he's bad.
That's how you know he's
a man rides a bicycle.
A man rides a bicycle, and the Marines are mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Straw Hats are on some rough seas.
Yeah. There's a cool transition from like Aokiji looking at the wanted poster for Luffy, and then it like transitioning to like what's happening on the ship.
Yeah,
which I thought was pretty cool. Why did I just write I wrote he back.
He back. Yeah.
They're like, oh no, as long as the mast doesn't fall down, and then it just cuts to Foxy's little dinghy, and Hamburg's like, as long as the mast doesn't fall down.
Yeah, the Foxy's crew, Foxy, Hamburg, and Portia are on their tiny little boat, like also on the giant wave just behind the Straw Hats crew.
If I called Oda on a landline and got a translator to help me speak to him, and I was like, can I single-handedly produce a spin-off Foxy Portia Hamburg non-canon comic, do you think he'd let me?
I think so.
I fucking love these three so much.
I think you should just start doing it.
They're my glorpos or whatever.
Your blorbos?
My bloopos.
Your little.
They're my Roblox.
Your Roblox. Hell yeah! You should just do it. What's stopping?
Yeah, I'll just start mailing them to him. Just to him. Nobody else gets to see them.
Yeah, hell yeah. Foxy tries to use a slow beam on the big wave, and it doesn't work because ocean.
He tries though. That man slows down water.
It's really interesting. I had the thought immediately where I was like, oh, devil fruit powers don't work on the ocean because obviously they can't swim in the ocean. So why would their devil fruit powers work on the ocean? But then later, Aokiji's devil fruit powers work on the ocean. So that's curious.
And maybe some other guy. I feel like we saw somebody who might have devil fruit powers who's just in the ocean.
Yokozuna?
Yeah.
The famous professional wrestler, Yokozuna?
Is that
okay? So I had to clarify this for Matt during the episode too.
His name is Yokozuna.
So the frog's name is Yokozuna. They tell us this information.
So much, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
There is a famous pro wrestler whose gimmick is a sumo whose name is Yokozuna. But also in the sport and culture of sumo, Yokozuna is a title for like the greatest. So the character for wrestling is based off of, it would be like if Tom Brady was a title and there was a wrestler whose gimmick was just being really good at football and we just called him Tom Brady instead of any other name. That's what Yokozuna is.
Okay.
Oh, they're right. Tom Brady.
The frog's name is Tom Brady.
That's his name now. His name is Tom Brady. Anyway, Luffy saves Foxy's crew from dying in the waves.
Sanji makes everybody soup, and Foxy is like, you can't call it soup if there's nothing in it, which in this moment, take the soup, but also, like, I think he's got a point. Fucking Sanji's not making soup, he's making broth.
Okay.
But hold on.
But he is taking vegetables and like blending it down into like a viscous liquid. He's not just making broth.
Just because it's one texture doesn't mean it's not soup.
Yeah.
Like tomato soup is soup.
Yeah.
It's tomato sauce.
No, it's not.
It's just hot sauce.
Would you call it tomato? Okay. No, it's not.
I'm going to call anything that I have to make you upset right now.
If you make like a cream, like a broccoli cheddar soup, it's basically
that has stuff in it.
It has like, you can blend it enough where it doesn't though, and then it's
always
just
those little gristles.
No way. You cook them down enough.
Do you think there's like one night where Sanji's like, I'm gonna go prep some stuff real late, Nami Swan, and then he's like up late, and then Zoro's just going to get a snack, and he like flips on a light switch, and he just sees Sanji with like some little bouillon cubes, and Zoro's just like,
what is happening?
I'm putting this one in the bank, and because he knows Sanji's shame that he uses little bouillon cubes instead of grinding up and making artisanal soup broth.
Question: do you think anyone has inflicted a beating by Sanji by asking if a hot dog is a sandwich or a taco?
Oh my god.
Do you think the Straw Hats have had that debate?
I hope so.
I'm surprised they haven't. Like,
yeah,
it seems like something Usopp would bring up and be like, no, you're an idiot. It's not even if it's just a loose wiener, it's not a hot dog until it's in the bun. That's the conversation they'd start with.
What is it if it's not in the bun?
It's a wiener. And then when you put it in the bun, it's a hot dog.
Why?
I don't know. Just upset somebody because people get caught up in that shit.
Why do you think it's called a hot dog?
I don't know. I blame New Yorkers.
Is it because it's warm? like, and you put it in the bun, and it's like being tucked in a nice blanket, and so now it's like nice and warm now. So it's like tucked in nice, like a nice little bed.
Dog.
Cozy little. Cozy little dog was like too.
Maybe they
much.
had to just come up with something other than yelling hot wieners when they're at baseball games.
Is chili a soup?
That's a stew.
Yeah, it's a stew.
Is a stew a soup?
Yeah. Cereal's a soup.
A stew is a kind of soup, like a bisque is a kind of soup.
Interesting.
Cereal is gazpacho soup.
Okay. If in that regard, would cereal just be a cold stew?
It depends if you put different cereals in it. Like Lucky Charms is a stew.
No, because stew implies it being cooked.
Okay.
Oh, true. So if you cook your cereal and then...
so that means cereal's soup.
Oatmeal is a stew.
Oatmeal is a stew. Hey, everyone. This is a One Piece podcast. If you want to chime in on the stew, soup, cereal
25 minutes in
thing, if you want to get into the debate about this, please pop off in our Discord. The link's in the description. All you motherfuckers in the Discord already, we are looking forward to the stew, soup, cereal conversation. Anyway, Hamburg has a distinct laugh. He goes, hip, 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 hip.
Yeah, he does a Muttley, like,
which is great.
Kind of thing.
And then we get the greatest thing in the entire world. We get Robin talking to Chopper, but in order to signal Chopper, they have a very distinct passcode.
Oh my god!
Where she says, sodium, and he goes hydrogen phosphate, and then
knocks on.
And that's like the code word that like it's cool, and that was the best thing ever. I love that.
That was like so relatable. Those little moments, those little flavor moments with the Straw Hats.
Should we have our own special code word in case I get kidnapped?
I say wiener, then you say hot dog.
a little cozy dog. I'll say
what's a wiener in a bun?
I'll say a little cozy dog, because people expect to say hot dog. That's what people could fucking guess that, but they wouldn't guess little cozy dog.
Oh yeah. What do you call a little wiener that tries to start a rebellion? It's a Koza dog.
It's a Koza dog. Oh, I hate Koza so much. Anyway,
we fucked up. We just gave everybody our little secret signal.
We did. No, you've heard it, but you have to keep it a secret.
Shh.
It's great.
All 12 of you.
There's at least 65 of you.
Oh, the Discord's just all dummy accounts. I made all this.
I don't think there's that many in the Discord. Whatever. I've got statistics on listeners.
Foxy assassinates.
We are half an hour into this podcast.
Foxy eats Luffy's heart.
Yeah.
And then he becomes Luffy. And then he goes Super Foxy level 2.
What? This doesn't happen. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? We're unhinged. It's fine. Okay, there's a secret little thing with Chopper and Robin, because Chopper's been hiding from Portia, who's like obsessed with him.
Yes.
And they spot the sexy Foxy, and they meet up. And we find out that I don't think he gets a name, but it's the old captain of the Fang Frog Pirates.
Yeah, they don't give him a name. They just say the Fanged Frog Pirates took over the ship.
And I got angry at this guy because he was usurping Foxy, which is completely inappropriate. But I do like how he looks a lot.
He does look very good. Foxy starts like calling out the head of the Fanged Frog Pirates, and then Usopp immediately is like, is it just me, or is Foxy kind of cool?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it when he says, if you think you can rule with violence and fear alone, then you're nothing but the bully bossing around a bunch of thugs. Is it that?
It was that. Yes, it was that line. How many Foxy lines?
Like, that's kind of hype.
How many Foxy lines from the 2 episodes of Foxy material do you have written down?
Dude, fucking... What? Fuck. I don't care what you say. I couldn't beat Foxy in a fight. Dude's a fucking badass.
It seems
I
like
can't even change clothes that quickly.
it seems like the Straw Hats easily dispatch him a second time around.
Well, they're. I'm not saying I couldn't beat the Straw Hat. I couldn't even beat Usopp in a fight. I do think I could kill them all, though.
Yeah. How?
Easily.
How? A gun. All right. Foxy challenges the Frog Pirates to a Davy back fight. He immediately tries to slow beam them, but then they like reflect it back at him with some swords. Zoro keeps Luffy from butting in. Why did I write this? I wrote he went that way. He went. Oh, it was when Foxy then immediately dresses up as.
Oh, he dresses up as a lady.
Yeah. It's Portia. Right?
Does he dress as Portia? No, he doesn't dress as Portia yet. He dresses like as a random lady, and then points in a different direction. And he's like, "Oh, he went over that way." And then they like run that way, and they're like, "We're not falling for it." And then they just have a cannon ready.
I did write his line when he does it. He goes, "He went that way. Trust me, I'd never ever lie."
Fucking love it so much. If they don't cast Tommy Wiseau as Foxy, it's gonna be such a crime.
It would be so chaotic, but it would be so fun. It would be so
fucking
fun.
Steal it. Oh my god. There's like cannon fire and explosions, and it'll like cut to Chopper just like being like, "Oh, it sounds like they're having a party." And then Robin's just like, "I thought you wanted to just hang out and play board games today," and they're just playing fucking Candyland.
Oh yeah, they're having a good time. Frog Pirate Captain ends up just like whipping Foxy's crew and Foxy down. And then Foxy says to Luffy that he's like, the fight with you was the best time of my life.
He pulls out the afro from the front of his pants.
Yeah.
Gives it to Luffy. Sweaty, nasty, moldy.
Yes.
Fucking thing.
Luffy immediately puts it on his head and says some...
And you know what?
Problematic
this is
things.
So much more questionable than the first time he put it on somehow.
Yeah, the first time it was fine, but this time he was just...
They were really leaning into like Dolomite, like...
Yeah, he was
fucking...
It was, yeah, like talking to, like how, whatever. Anyway. It was like the movie Airplane, which is also problematic now when they're like, we got to talk jazz. It was kind of like that.
It's pretty much that, yeah.
There's a lot of that.
We're gonna brush past it. It's fine. Foxy's real thing is that in the final episode when Luffy's like, "I've got the One Piece. I'm king of the pirates," and Foxy's like, "I don't think so," and he has recordings of Luffy with the afro.
You're canceled,
You're
Luffy.
canceled, Luffy. And he's got like Sanji and all them like being like, "Yeah, look at him," like talking jazz.
Oh my god. That's great.
Oh my god.
As soon as Luffy challenges the head of the Frog Pirates, Foxy is fine. He was like beat the fuck up before. As soon as Luffy challenges and starts fighting, Foxy's like, "Oh yeah, great. I'm feeling great." He like completely fine. They fire a cannonball at Luffy, and he immediately just slingshots his back. Then Sanji, Usopp, and Zoro immediately start joining in on fighting the Frog Pirates.
Oh yeah, some dude tries to stab Nami, and Zoro just shoves her to the ground, and then later on Zoro tries to catch a sword between his hands, and Sanji just keeps pushing him.
Yeah.
So he fucks it up. Because he's like, "You go apologize to Nami right now, you piece of shit."
Yeah. Nami also is just like, "Go easy on them. Please don't kill any of them." And they're like,
like, they don't all have superhuman strength like you weirdos.
Yeah. Usopp does a ketchup star.
Usopp has a lying battle with a doctor. The doctor's like, "Oh, I'm so old," and Usopp's like, "Oh, I'm sorry," and then gets uppercutted, and then Usopp pretends to be gushing blood, and then uppercuts him.
Yeah.
And I just assumed that was happening the entire time.
Yeah, they just kept trading uppercuts. It was hilarious.
Yeah.
It was great. And then Foxy slow beams Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, Nami, Usopp. Then slow beams, and Luffy, Sanji, Zoro, Nami, and Usopp are captured by Foxy.
Yep. I just wrote, my last line is, Foxy is a top tier villain.
And that's the end of the episode.
So we don't. There's a movie with Foxy, right, historian, but we don't see him casually after this.
As far as I can remember, in the anime itself, no.
Thank goodness.
Don't
That's
casually
fucking
see,
bullshit.
Foxy again. However, looking into the movies, which I think is what I know the least about, I've only seen a handful of them. I'm fixing that. There is, I guess it's technically not a movie. I guess it's considered a TV special called Adventure of Nebulandia? Nebulandia. We'll go with that. That is the Straw Hats fighting Foxy again. Just,
God.
later on in what's considered, the second half of the show post time skip. Which came out in 2015. So mind you, this came out in 2015. The episodes you are currently watching originally aired in Japan in 2005.
When did they come out in the US though? When did the
2013.
Okay, so the popularity of Foxy.
These
people were
episodes
clamoring
finally
for 2
glad
years.
that I'm glad over the course of 10 years, Oda was still like, I'm thinking about this guy. He's there. I just would want Foxy to become Foxy Portrait in Hamburg, just to constantly be like, we got the best plan ever, and then they have a bigger crab. Just constantly trying to do shit, just become Team Rocket. Because Buggy's a little bit too scary. Foxy has no killer intent. That man's not a murderer, but I guess he's probably killed somebody.
I think he's killed some people. I think he's definitely killed some people.
Oh wait, Matt, do you hear that?
What? What is it?
Oh, it's episode 226.
226.
It just came out. I just spilled that everywhere.
No, I didn't. Did you just crack something?
Oh, did that get? Oh, yeah.
I
Sorry,
mean,
edited that out.
It'll be on the recording. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. I see a cat.
Yeah, it's Rasputin. Hi, Rasputin.
Hello, Raz.
Hey, buddy.
I wrote Operation D. I don't remember who said it, but someone said now it's time for Operation D.
Oh yeah, I just wrote Operation D ?
That's what I wrote too. I don't know.
Who fucking said that?
Maybe it was Foxy. Now it's time for Operation D. I don't know. Anyway, Robin and Chopper are hanging out on the Mary still, just doing their thing.
I thought they were gonna have to go save everybody, and they don't leave the ship.
I think it's great. I love that all that shit's
so
going down, and the two of them are just having a good buddy hangout.
This episode we see that Chopper has a sixth sense for uncomfortable sexual tension.
He does. Every time he just looks up and he's like, oh. Never mind.
Yeah, Robin's like, what's up, good doctor?
Yeah. Foxy is dressed up as Portia.
Yeah, so they're trapped, and they're like, how are we going to get out? And Sanji just taps on a wall, and it's hollow, and he's like, I think we can just kick our way out, and just kicks a door open to this little weird playroom. And yeah, we get Forcha. And this was one of our game images. Yeah. Where Luffy's fallen for it completely, and the rest of them were like, I think we just let him see this one through.
Yeah. But then Zoro jumps forward with his sword, and then for some reason in the shot, Zoro is right next to Forcha, but also there's another Zoro on the other side of the room.
Two Zoros.
There's two Zoros for no reason at all. Historian, why were there two Zoros?
Yeah, what's the creepypasta that explains this?
Underpaid animation studios.
Yeah.
Underpaid, overworked animation studios. Hey, everyone out there in the wide world who's listening to this podcast, you should treat your animators more humanely.
Pay them well.
And give them naps.
Let them have naps.
And regular time off as well, but naps as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, or else they're going to put boners in your Little Mermaids.
Yeah, or we're going to put boners in your people. That
Historian,
was
I have a
bad.
question.
I'm gonna. Can I rescind that?
No, hold on. No, I'm bouncing off of that one. I'm bouncing off of this boner talk.
No.
Historian,
Yeah, what's the boner question?
how many boners are in One Piece?
We've had one consistent one recently.
Is there a point where Usopp sees a woman he's attracted to and his nose curls up?
No, I don't.
Because his nose does go flaccid sometimes.
It does go flaccid. I don't. Not that I can remember is it ever used in prop comedy to reference genitalia.
Good. That's powerful of them.
We have gotten probably like implied boners from like pervert camel and pervert crab.
I guess. Oh, are you talking about the time when like Ace shows up and he's like, "Whoa, nice camel, guys! Look at the rod on that thing."
Also, we're gonna talk about it in the next episode, but Aokiji literally says Nami's super sexy lady with huge bazongas.
He did lose a lot of cool points after that. I liked him on the bike on the ocean, and then
that happened, and it was like, whoa, okay.
Because keep in mind, this guy's old enough to have known Robin as a child.
Yes, which means he's an old fellow. And
he is. Let me look up his exact age for you guys. I have
his birthday.
He is in the current part of the series you are watching. Do you want to take a guess as to how old Aokiji is?
40.
I think he's 55.
55, 40? You guys are, it's split difference. He's 47 years old.
Yeah,
at this
what the
point in
fuck?
show.
What the fuck?
Hey, I'm going to say that's a thing that a 47-year-old man would say to an 18-year-old girl.
I guess.
It's like, hey, look at this child.
I would like to think a 47-year-old man wouldn't go up to a stranger and say,
like to think it.
"Whoa, you got big bazongas."
Mr. Leonardo DiCaprio would like to show you his wares.
Yes. Anyway, that's next episode. This episode,
good thing
Zoro
he
and
died in the ocean.
Zoro and Sanji almost kiss, and we were robbed.
He'll draw you like one of his French girls as long as you're under the
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
This is a Leonardo DiCaprio hate podcast.
He's fine. He got his Oscar. Everyone's happy. He got beat up by a bear. It's fine.
What was he eating in Gilbert Grape?
Was he the airplane in that Ted Turner movie?
I got COVID when I watched What's Eating Gilbert Grape. That movie gave me COVID.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Where maybe you were eating Gilbert Grape. And anyway, Zoro and Sanji almost kiss because they get slow beamed, and it's
Chopper senses it.
Chopper senses it. We really wish. I mean, there's just so much sexual tension between the two of them, and I know, like, I feel like 2 episodes ago I was like, we don't talk about much about like sexualizing characters, but like we always are we're those boys. They just need a kiss and get it over with. Come on.
They won't. Sanji's going to realize he's gay when he is like Zeph's age.
Oda is a coward and needs to make these boys kiss.
I think Sanji would be like, hey, everybody, I am actually a gay man, but still, Zoro, you're the one I wouldn't touch.
Oh my god, hold on. There's an SBS I'm thinking of. I gotta find it.
There's an SBS? Hell yeah. Okay, we're going to keep going because
Okay. Foxy keeps all the perverts locked into a dark hole in his ship.
Yes.
So kudos to that. He's like, these men can't be out in the world. They go in the hole.
Yeah, they go in the hole. And then Nami and Usopp are like, we got to run down this hallway, but they can't because it's pervert hell.
And they would just all see up Nami's skirt.
Yeah. I wrote my note was pervert hellway, which I liked.
It's very good. They do sexually assault Usopp after he blinds them.
Yeah, he blinds them. They start running. Nami makes it to the end of the hallway. Usopp falls down, and he yells, "My manhood!" when they're grabbing at him. And
Keep in mind, Usopp is also 17, I think.
yes, and also does Chopper again there?
No, I don't think Chopper has a reaction to that one.
Okay.
Can I
Chopper
read you
doesn't-
guys these questions and answers from the SBS I was thinking of in regards to Sanji only liking women?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read them all because honestly they're hilarious. I don't know what possessed Oda to do question and answers, but it's the best thing he's ever done. So someone asks, "Hey Oda, I thought of a new move for Luffy. It goes like this. Luffy stretches his mouth and eats the enemy. Then he goes to the bathroom and poops them out. How is it? It's a good idea? It's a great idea. You can credit me on this." And he just goes, "No, it's not a good idea." That's it. That's his whole answer. "Hey Oda, I have a question. What do you call Bellamir's haircut? How do I get that at my barber?" And he just goes, "That hairstyle is called woman with a lot of guts. Just shout it at your barber. They'll figure it out." And then, "Hey Oda, I'm really glad Sanji is, quote, girl crazy and not, quote, boy crazy." And he goes, yeah, totally, sure, if that's what you want."
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean at this point I could accept that Sanji is like leaning into a like yes slay queen kind of mentality more than a like I want to have sex with all these women mentality, except he did have the kiss the girl moment, but that was like a filler episode.
Your feelings towards Sanji's feelings about women, I promise you, will continue to ricochet from this is fun to this is the worst thing I've ever seen for the majority of the series.
I was telling you guys over breakfast the other day that I don't know why, but the longer I'm away from Sanji, the more favorably I think of him, and then I watch an episode and I'm like, fucking goddamn it! Like
I feel like he's gonna do the coolest. I've seen like not spoilers, but I feel like he's gonna do the coolest shit ever in some cool fights, but then immediately after ruin it by just being like,
yeah, he's gonna go full wiggle dance. You're gonna just full on consistently hate him once he's got the little chin dribble.
oh yeah, I've seen fucking post time. I really liked Sanji when he first came out, and I still really like Sanji for the most part.
He looks
but like,
cool.
Yeah, but as soon as that fucking time skip happens, he's got this stupid little fucking chin hair. I'm out. I am fucking out. I think he looks terrible. I think he looks terrible.
I need to see him with his hair up because I want to know if the eyebrows just swirl in one direction,
Ooh,
or if they flip flop. Like he's like are they angry or they all go like? I'm so curious. Anyway, what are we talking about?
Nami and Luffy get it.
Oh no, Chopper! I lied. Chopper does sense Usopp being assaulted.
Hell yeah. Nami and Luffy make it into the room where Foxy had
Nami makes it into the room. Luffy lowers from the ceiling,
Yes.
drinking tea and eating rice cakes.
Yes, he's just like hanging out. Anyway, Foxy has his Gorilla Puncher 13 once again. Portia has a Donkey Kicker 18.
Sorry, what?
Donkey Kicker 18.
You said Donkey Kinker.
Donkey Kicker 18. I'm standing by it. Anyway, they both have giant robots to fucking beat people up.
I mean, I saw Clerks too.
It is sometimes forgivable. Anyway, Nami uses her staff to make a thunderstorm to make it so that the kicks and punches from the giant fighting robots don't burn Nami or Luffy.
Yep. And Luffy comes up with a new move, the spinning top.
Yeah.
And just destroys Foxy, like blows him up.
Yep. And then we get to back to the top of the ship, and we see a big explosion as the ship like breaks apart, and then Foxy's crew is like, "Oh no, boss! Oh, boss, you did it!" And then as soon as he like comes through, whoa!
Oh boy!
Did you hear that, Mike?
Was that no, I didn't.
Oh, wow.
Was it thunder?
That one got
yeah.
picked up by my microphone.
Snap.
That was cool. But anyway, he comes through like the smoke, and he's like, "Men, I've returned. I got beat." And then like, and then the.
I just love that like that happened. He's like, I got beat, and they're like, no, boss. They're just so fucking enamored by this man.
Boss, no.
I wrote, as I was taking notes, because it all gets resolved and they're like, oh, we'll go our separate ways, at least this is done. Like, he takes the Fog Fang crew back. Was there another one?
Oh my god.
That was a loud one. Shit.
Oh, jeez. It rolled through here pretty quick. I don't even think it's raining anymore. I wrote the note, I love how this just cleanly resolves things, and then immediately, as soon as the Straw Hats go away, he's like, I'm going to fucking kill them. And then I crossed that note out.
It's great. It's really wonderful.
Luffy. Yeah, after that they have a barbecue. There's a big crab. Robot crab.
Hell yeah. Yeah, Foxy, Porch, and Hamburg roll up in a big robot crab, and Luffy immediately is like, I must eat it! And then tries to eat it, and then...
the Foxy does a crab punch onto Luffy. Yeah, but it doesn't work. Luffy tries to eat metal. And once they're like sitting on the dirt porch, Sanji gets Portia some barbecue and like hip checks Foxy into submission where Foxy's just out cold.
Yeah. Yep.
Beautiful.
Later, the Straw Hats start walking into the forest, and there's a line down the center of the forest.
Yeah.
I'm jumping ahead. I hope that's okay.
No, it's fine. I was just going to mention that I really liked the send-off for the Foxy Pirates is just the quietest, least eventful thing ever.
Yeah, there's like nothing to it at all.
Porch is like, hey, yeah, pick us up. We're done.
Yeah.
This is over.
Yeah, we're moving on. They're going to the forest. There's a line down the middle, and then they see Chopper's going, and then he inadvertently gets hit by a huge dude.
Yeah. And they all see him, and they're like, what's up with you? You're very big. And Robin freaks out, and Robin never freaks out.
Yeah. And she says, it's the world government's ultimate powerhouse, Admiral Aokiji.
Yeah.
And that's the end of the episode.
Yep. And we jump right into episode 227, aka the Straw Hats meet a cool guy. And that's like a joke.
Because he's
cool.
Because he's super chill.
What he says about barely legal teens is not cool.
Ice to meet you.
Background MVP is Big Frog ?
Yokozuna, baby.
Yokozuna.
We learned that there's the head marine fucking dude, Sengoku. And then under him,
third best Goku.
The third best Goku, yes.
Probably like the 10th best Goku. There's so many Gokus.
There's a lot of Gokus.
I was gonna say, if he's third best, who's your top two, Mike?
Yeah, that's not true. Actually, I guess he's like, okay. There's Goku.
There's Goku.
There's Goku.
There's Goku. There's Goku.
I mean, are
Black.
we going by like fighters rules, or are we going like?
No, I'm going by people. I say there's Goku, there's Goku Black.
Goku Black.
There's Rengoku from Demon Slayer.
Rengoku. Oh. Yeah, you showed me that guy.
And then there's Sengoku, so he's the fourth best.
There's Sengoku. There's Goten, who is technically a Goku.
He's not Goku. No, he's Goten.
I don't think he's... What about Turles? Does Turles count as Goku?
His name's not Goku, though. Their name's got to be
Bardock?
Goku. Bardock, I will like Bardock.
Goku's name's not Goku.
What?
So Goku's name is barely Goku.
His name is Son Goku.
Yeah, or Kakarot Smith from Planet Vegeta.
I will allow Bardock because he's the son, because Son Goku. So he's probably Dad Goku or Daddy Goku.
I think there's a card game that has an alternate anime like universe thing where there is a different Goku in that too.
Ooh.
Have you seen that? The card battle DBZ game that's been going since like 2012 or some shit. Like it's been around forever. I think it's on Switch, but it's got like its own, it's basically just like a fan animation thing. It's crazy. I
apologize, Mike. The last 30 seconds, anything you have said, I have not listened to, because just over your right shoulder, I was watching one of your cat's beans. Like 2 of their toe beans were just like floating in the air as they were stretching. and then they just turned around and sat back down. It was the most adorable thing I've ever seen. And
she's out. She is out.
Now she's asleep again, and I'm sorry.
I don't think I've ever said anything less important than the last 30 seconds that you missed. So
I'm sorry. I'll listen when.
No, it's fine. I just shared about a very hyper-specific side Dragon Ball Z thing that nobody should care about.
Hey,
what?
We all love you, and we love your tangents.
Do you want some more tangents?
Maybe in a bit. We should keep going though, because we are about an hour in, and we've done 2 episodes of the show.
Weird. Oh, Jesus Christ! Luffy fights Aokiji. The end.
Yes, 3 admirals: Akainu, Aokiji, and Kizaru are the admirals. Fucking Aokiji says Luffy's super sexy lady with huge bazongas, which seemed kind of out of nowhere. It would just seem like very like. What the fuck?
I'm sorry, you said Luffy.
You did.
Luffy's got super huge bazongas.
That would be fucking hilarious. Does Luffy ever do like the thing where he blows into his thumb and he just gets little boobs?
He definitely blows into his thumb and makes other body parts larger for combat, but I don't think he's
giving themselves bazongas.
I don't think Luffy is necessarily interested in bazongas. In order for him to like even use it for prop comedy kind of thing.
Okay.
Good
for him.
In the Discord, there's a fan art channel, and a friend of the show, Casey, posted some fan art that they found of someone doing gender swap straw hats. That one, Luffy's got some bazongas.
That's true.
Yep.
Luffy does have bazongas there.
Zoro's got huge bazongas in that fan art. Zoro's got big bazongas no matter what.
Regardless, that man is packing.
Anyway,
what are we talking about?
We're talking about bazongas. Aokiji lays out that Luffy still got 100 mil for berries for his bounty. Zoro's got 60 mil. Robin's got 79 mil. Very exciting.
But he has no intention of taking anybody in right now. He just wants to confirm that Nico Robin is with the Straw Hats.
Yeah. And then a bunch of random fuckers show up.
Yeah, they were on a cruise line thing, and a big frog doing the front crawl.
The front crawl. Yokozuna doing the front crawl.
Yeah. And somebody's like, that's weird. Frogs usually do breaststroke. Is it the next episode? The next episode is okay. Sorry, Sanji has a Rain Man moment that I really liked.
Yes,
that's not until next episode.
Yeah, the random people that show up basically just talk about how they got shipwrecked, and then Aokiji's like, "Well, I can help you out," and he walks to the water and shoves his hand in there and says, "Ice Age," and then freezes the entire ocean
for like miles.
Yeah. And he's like, just walk that way, you'll get to another island.
Yeah. There's also a giant sea monster that he freezes that's about to, like, eat him.
Yeah. It's crazy.
Aokiji mentions Garp, that he knows Garp. He's like, your whole family's trouble, boy. And this freaks Luffy out a lot, that Aokiji knows his grandfather. And also, it seems like Luffy talks like his grandfather is dead.
Yeah, I feel like Luffy doesn't know that Garp is a Marine.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
I wonder if Garp, like, trained Luffy in any way. Like, if Garp was at all... Luffy knows his grandfather in some capacity, so he must have, like, had some influence on him growing up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. Maybe up until when he ate the gum fruit.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, like, why Ace and Luffy are such good... like fighters, if their Garp trained them in some way.
Oh yeah, maybe he was there. Anyway, he says Luffy's the spitting image of his grandpa, and then he also says that Robin has had her 79 million berry bounty since she was 8 years old.
Yeah, so 9 years old, I think.
I wrote 8.
Is it 8 or 9?
I wrote 8.
Oh.
Could have been 9. Who's to say?
I feel like feel like we heard that in Alabasta. Like, they mentioned how she had been wanted for a really long time.
Yeah. But he basically just starts like trying to turn the Straw Hats against Robin, being like, she can't be trusted. Every single group she's ever been with, like, has gotten fucked up.
He also straight up says, he's like, I should probably just kill you guys now because I know you're going to be a problem later.
Yeah.
Like, I can tell.
He's like, your bounties are this high right now, and you're like fucking children. So then he creates an ice saber.
Yeah.
And then immediately Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy attack and get cold. Their limbs,
which is like that. I felt that. That is like a scary thing to like get your arm frozen and like, because that's just gonna fuck you up.
Oh yeah, you lose all the feeling in there, and it's all tingly.
Yeah.
Pins and needles.
Robin attacks him, and Aokiji just gets. Oh yeah, before the boys fight him, she tries to snap his neck, and he shatters and just gets back up.
Yep.
He then freezes her after they attack him.
Completely through.
Frozen.
Whole body frozen. And that's the end of that episode.
Yep. And then we're on to we're cruising. Easy. We're no interruptions.
No interruptions. Episode 228.
228. Aokiji is out kicking Luffy's ass.
What?
Background MVP is Smoker's name.
He said it.
He said it.
He did say it.
Luffy saves Robin from being smashed by Aokiji. He's like, oh yeah, she's fragile in this state, just like if I punch her like this. And then Luffy fucking books it and saves her. And then Usopp just zooms by, snags her, and like grabs her. And he's like, yeah, I got her, sweet, like cool.
Yeah.
And him and Chopper go back to the ship to try to get her all sorted out.
And then Luffy immediately is like, no, I'm fighting him one-on-one. Zoro, Sanji, go back to the ship.
Yeah, even fucking Nami tries to fight him. Like, that was like I was like, holy shit. She whacks him, and he's like, don't do that.
Don't do that at all. Bazongas, don't do that.
Yeah.
So then Luffy says, no, I'm fighting him one-on-one. So then we cut to the ship, and Chopper and Usopp have Robin's frozen body in the shower, which at this point, I feel like it was mentioned that there was a shower at one point on the ship because it was like someone was like riding a bicycle in a closet to help power the shower. Anyway, I didn't realize they have just like a full fucking bathroom on the ship. There's like a shower, there's a toilet, there's tile everywhere, there's a fucking sink.
Who made that? Who made this wonderful ship with so many beautiful amenities and just creature comforts?
Usopp.
It was Mary.
I think it was
Mary's
Usopp.
Like, these children will want this nice little bathroom.
At this point, I think Usopp built more of that current ship than Mary built. At this point,
I don't think Usopp built a whole.
At this point, I think
bathroom.
Usopp has repaired that ship so much it's more built by him now. So it's Usopp's ship.
I do want to give a lot of credit. I think it is really cool that like Mary doesn't just get to reset and like all the battle damage is gone. Like that shit shows. Mary is fucking scarred.
The Going Mary.
Like that. Yeah. Sorry. When I say Mary, the Going Mary is like just beaten and bruised, and like you see all the metal plates fucking holding that thing together.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
I think that's a really cool like detail and consistency they've had.
Someday we'll learn who fixed it. Fixed the Going Mary.
Probably Mary. Yeah, we're gonna learn in 900 episodes.
Woohoo! Can't wait.
And we're just gonna be like, oh yeah, Skypea. Fucking Anaru. Episode 950. We still hate Clawhador.
Yeah, we're gonna. Man, how many episodes of I don't know? We've talked about this. How many episodes of Dragon Ball have you watched altogether? You just have to like add up. Well, yeah, because
I've watched. I mean, I haven't watched all of the original like Dragon Ball, but I've seen all of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, same. I've watched all of Dragon Ball Z. I've watched all of Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, and Super, yeah. I've seen some episodes of GT, but
yeah. I was trying to think because I was trying to look up like the amount of episodes that all entails because I was like, when we surpass that, for One Piece, we're still not going to be halfway through One Piece.
Well, Dragon Ball Z apparently is 291 episodes, so we're
291. I thought it was 271. Interesting. That's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. And then Super's like 150 or something like that. So we're going to get to like the 450th episode of One Piece and be like, wow, I've watched more of this than Dragon Ball at this point. It's really interesting. This is a One Piece podcast, everyone.
This is our Dragon Ball podcast.
Yep.
Where I said no tangent, motherfucker.
You did. Can I just say though, this is like,
goddamn.
I know, like this isn't a tangent. This is like the most rattled I think the Straw Hats have been. Like the way that Aokiji like froze everybody the fuck up and like froze Robin and Luffy solid, like just the way people were like the Straw Hats were acting, it felt to me that this is like the most rattled they've ever fucking been.
Well, this is like a Hawkeye moment. I don't think we've encountered anybody like this since Hawkeye. Like Hawkeye showed up, cleaned house, fucking was like, I'm gonna do you a nice thing and not kill Zoro.
Yeah.
And just left.
Yeah.
And they were like, oh, that dude is like still leagues beyond what they're capable of dealing with.
Yeah.
And like they happened to bump into one of the top like 4 Marines, and he just had no problem with them at all.
Yeah.
And that's like
and they just took off on his bicycle.
Yeah. Which I think is cool. I think it's pretty cool that, like, I mean, who knows? Maybe we don't see Aokiji for another like 300, 400 episodes, probably.
I don't know. Maybe.
Right? Like,
do we see Aokiji? Maybe we never see him again. Do we ever see Aokiji again, Historian?
Yes, you see Aokiji again.
All right. That was kind of obvious, I guess. But
like, who knows if it's anytime soon?
Does Aokiji ever interact with Doflamingo?
With Doflamingo?
Yeah,
that's what he said.
Poopy butt Doflamingo.
Mm-hmm. Gundam Wing Doflamingo.
I'm trying to.
Poop in his
Death Note Doflamingo.
Poop in his feathers Doflamingo.
King of the Hill Doflamingo.
Bidet bro Doflamingo.
I think technically I'm trying to. There's a.
Do they kiss?
They are in the same place at the same time. I'm trying to remember if they specifically have any interaction with each other.
Interesting.
I cannot wait for you guys to get to a future arc that is a good arc regardless, but also is just like a greatest hits. Everyone you have not seen for a while, they're going to show up in some capacity.
Santa Domingo Doflamingo.
Mambo number 5 Doflamingo.
Anyway, Aokiji freezes Luffy solid. And then he's like, oh man, you told your friends to go back to the ship. Now I can't attack, and because you were just going to fight me one-on-one. Now that means I can't attack him because that'll make me the bad guy.
Yeah, he's like, man, I'm the dick now. Fucking kid. And then he's like, yeah, I guess I like owe you this one. He like warns Luffy about Robin. He's like, just keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
But he's like, I guess I owe you one for Crocodile, and I don't know, something about Smoker.
Yeah. And then someone says that Luffy is frozen solid in one piece, and then I
took a screenshot.
Luffy's
he
the
said
one
the
piece.
line.
Luffy's the one piece.
Because he didn't get shattered. He's the one piece.
Yeah.
It was in episode 228 the whole time, you guys. Luffy was the one piece. He's gonna show up. He's gonna go into a cave. Garp is gonna be like, I don't like lightsabers anymore. And then Luffy's gonna look into a mirror and he's gonna go,
What if the One Piece is Luffy because he's not looking for one piece. He's the one to bring peace to the seas. Right?
Or it's the afro.
or the afro's the one piece, and Foxy had it in his crotch the whole time. Also, this is a tangent. Sorry. I want to apologize.
We're already on a tangent.
I want to apologize to everyone in the Discord where I keep reading things in the Discord and then forgetting I read them in the Discord and then saying on the podcast like they're my new hot takes.
Why was that Luffy thing just...
No. A friend of the show, Casey, who's in the Discord, said something about the Straw Hat being the One Piece. And then I was like on the podcast like, oh, man, what if the Straw Hat's the One Piece? I just read it in the Discord. Sorry, everybody. I've got bad internet object permanence. But we love you, motherfuckers. Keep those hot takes going and fight us.
Yes, we appreciate it. We do.
Yes.
Zoro and Sanji find Luffy. The Straw Hats are going to go to Water 7, according to Aokiji. He's like, oh, man, they're getting close to Marine HQ.
Yeah, Water 7, the city of water.
Zoro is weirdly supportive to Usopp. Robin doesn't sleep.
She
just like a real almost 30-year-old.
The biggest thing, Sanji has a shirt that says "Gentle Cook" on it.
Yeah, I want that. I love that so much. I love that, and I do love Sanji's pink aprons.
Yeah,
I love that he always has frilly pink aprons.
Yeah.
I think that's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Do you think those are his, or do you think those were just on the ship?
No, they're his. They're definitely his.
Okay.
Usopp is like, Usopp's freaking out a little bit, and he's like, I can't take much more of this. It's been a week. They were like basically like they stayed. There's a weird Nami voiceover.
Yeah, she does like a little like captain's log.
Yeah, where basically
thing.
they like after Luffy and Robin were frozen, they stayed for like 3 days, anchored at the island they were at, and then they took off. So it's been 4 days after that, and it's been a week. They do some crew shenanigans. Sanji's got his Gentle Cook shirt. Robin wakes up and is like, I would like coffee.
Yeah. Give me some coffee and cigarettes.
Yeah, I need some coffee. I've been frozen solid for days.
She'll upgrade to a Red Bull eventually.
That's Robin's voice now.
Yeah, I need my Mentos.
Drain the floor.
Molten Garnet has entered the chat.
Whoa.
Wait, what? Oh, we're not in the recording room.
Oh,
hold
no.
on, dude. You
has left the chat.
Did you just kick him out? Or did
Yeah,
he
I
leave?
didn't realize I was in the wrong room. I didn't kick him out. He left.
Okay.
Sorry. Just somebody on the Discord. We're not in the quiet.
We're not in the quiet room.
Restricted
We're in the
recording room.
Mike.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. Listen, I'm so tired.
It's
I've gotten as much sleep as Robin.
It's fine.
Hey, people, don't randomly drop into the Discord while we're recording.
It's kind of on us. We were in the public one.
Yeah,
but-
it is on us.
Yeah.
That's fine. What the fuck were we talking about?
Anyway, crew shenanigans. Zoro spots the giant frog Yokozuna doing the front crawl in the ocean.
Oh, he calls Sanji dartboard eyebrows.
He does.
That was funny. Sorry. Yeah.
Anyway.
Gentle Cook shirt, potato paille. Frogman.
There's a Yokozuna the frog is going towards a lighthouse, and Luffy's like, change course, go towards that frog, and then Nami's like, what's going on? Why are you doing that? And then everybody's like, hey, frogs headed to the lighthouse. That's where we gotta go. And then Sanji says something about recipes. I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, Sanji just like starts reciting what would go well with a cooked frog, and
Yes.
Nami's like, "Stop that! What?"
Yes.
Like, he just like looks dead, like in the middle distance, and is just
Yeah, it's just like
reciting that.
You baste it in a hot butter sauce. Anyway, they get to like the lighthouse island area, and then from behind them, there's a water train,
Yeah.
and that's the end of the
After the
episode.
Mary runs aground. Yeah, it's the end of the episode.
Sorry, that was a weird. No, it was like a weird, like what's about to happen kind of thing
Yeah.
with that water train, which is exciting. Yes, and that's the end of our recap for today.
Yeah. Historian, what are we watching next time?
So we're gonna have to do a little math.
Okay.
The next.
Do you want to do that while we do listener mail, or?
Well, no, you guys just have to decide, basically. So,
Okay.
Water 7, you guys just watched 229?
We just watched 228.
228.
228.
Yeah.
So, you have 229 to 263. So, you have 44 episodes? 45 episodes? 44?
I don't know how to count.
Say 229 to 263. That's what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So that is
34.
yeah, 34? 34. 34 episodes, baby.
So should we just do 6, our usual 6?
Yeah, that's fine. We'll do 6.
Okay.
And then we'll just go until it matches up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe
We'll figure this out
and
later.
then maybe
It's-
we'll figure we might split it towards the end. But yeah, that sounds good. So we'll do
So-
229 to
229 to 234.
That sounds great. You heard it here, folks.
This is going to be the first chunk of Water 7.
Which we've heard good things about.
There's 7 of them.
I never shut up about Water 7, so I'm very sorry about that.
That's okay.
Before
I'm
you
excited.
do listener mail, though, I'm making you play the game.
Let the game begin. All
You've
right,
talked a lot about him this episode, so I picked him.
Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Ew.
This is the game. If you've never heard of it before, the game is Historian sends in their Discord a screenshot of an episode that Mike and I may or may not have seen, and we have to guess the episode number.
Is this from one of the movies?
No, this is from the main series. We have had a couple people pitch, and I wanted to ask you guys, would you be okay with me including movies, TV specials, OVAs, anything like
Yeah,
that?
let's go full
Yeah,
bore.
okay, whatever.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, but no, this is from the series.
This
Episode 342.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this is for folks who are listening. It's a screenshot of a really haunted-looking, scrungly Sanji with a spoon and a bowl, and a giant wave is behind him.
He's got a pink shirt, red tie,
Yes.
tie clip.
Tie clip. Ooh,
It's one of those soup spoons.
Yeah.
And he has no eyes.
What did you say? 340.
Oh, we can see his other eye.
Yeah.
I don't know, 342, 340 something,
You said
345.
Okay.
345.
345. Mike said. I don't know when the time skip is, but I think it's pre-time skip because he doesn't have his stupid chin thing. So I'm gonna say.
Yeah, it shows his right eye instead of his left eye too. It's a.
I'm gonna say 444.
Whoa.
This is from episode 319.
Oh, nice. Mike was closer.
Suck my Sanjis.
Mike knows.
Mike knows his Sanjis.
I've been watching ahead. I know everything that happens. At the end of Water 7, Luffy kills Usopp.
Hey, I know exactly what happens at the end of Water 7 too. They get invaded by giant fish, and they have to make a house in a fish poop island.
Mm-hmm. And they're the big fish are led by Lord Scrungles, of the deep dive settlers, and they have islands under the water, and that's why it's Water 7, because there's 7 islands under the water, ruled by the 3 fish lords of the deep.
Yes, and there's also a new pirate captain named Snark. And Snark,
Captain Snark.
Captain Snark of the Barnacle Pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, those are my
And
predictions.
he ate the. This is what happened.
I mean,
We
sorry,
saw
yeah,
it.
we've seen it. We've seen it already. We watched ahead, everyone. Sorry.
He ate the crumb fruit, which makes it so anybody he looks at will have crumbs in their bed or in their clothes, and they're so uncomfortable they can't fight.
It's not great for in battle, like being in the moment in battle, but it's really good for like pre-battle.
He does kill someone with it, which is better than Eneru.
Yeah, just drowning in crumbs.
Send in your fan art of Captain Snark.
Of the Barnacle Pirates, yes.
Of the Barnacle Pirates.
Anyway, but how close? We got it, right? We did it, right, Historian?
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We nailed it.
We know.
Some might say we barnacled it. Am I right? It's time for some transponder snails.
Transponder snail.
This one is from friend of the show, Carp. Carp says, "Hello, Mike, Matt, and Historian. I'm Carp, a fan from Chile. You might have seen me in the Discord. We have seen you, Carp. Welcome, welcome. I wanted to write to tell you how much I've enjoyed the podcast. I'm a big fan of One Piece. I've been caught up with the manga since Thriller Bark. I haven't done the math, but that's like 15 years ago. Whoa. Historian, correct me if I'm wrong. I've reread a couple of times and watched the anime also a couple of times. Whoa. But I still want more One Piece content. That's how I found this podcast. I have a little game for you. I'll give you 2 devil fruit descriptions. Try to guess which is real and which isn't in the One Piece universe. So we have to guess. One of these is real, one of these is not. Are you ready, Mike?
Okay.
This is also, I want to say, Carp did a fantastic job with the descriptions on these when Matt preemptively read it to me because I was curious. It did great because you are so spot on and vague that for a second I was like, wait a minute. It's very good. All right. So it does the descriptions, and then Carp says, I'll leave it in the hands of the historian to tell us the answer. Hesso. So I'm going to read the descriptions now. 1. The jacket fruit allows whoever eats it to become a jacket that another person can wear. When covering someone with this skin jacket, they control them and gain access to all their strengths and abilities. Or 2. The puff fruit allows whoever eats it to generate a genie to fight for them. This ability is only active if the user is rubbing their belly.
One of these is real?
One of these is real.
One of them is very real.
Yes.
It's got to be the puff one.
You're saying the puff one? I'm
going to say the puff fruit.
I think the jacket is real.
That's so fucked up.
It's so fucked up, but that's what I think. What? I have not looked it up. I'm so excited to find out which one's real.
So Mike has won the first round of this. The puff fruit.
Part of it was the name.
In Japanese, it's hoya hoya, which means like chimney lamp, basically. But this is a legitimate devil fruit.
That seems fake.
This is a very real devil fruit. Mike, do you want to take a guess as to like what? I'll give it to you like down by the 100. What within 100 episodes? Like, 400s, 500. Like,
I'm guessing. Okay. Oh, I have a theory. I was browsing the Xbox game store and I was like, I got a One Piece game, so I clicked on it and I was like, what's this? There's a big lady I saw, and I'm excited to meet her. I don't know when we meet her.
Gonna like
and she had a little cloud with her. I think that cloud's the genie, and that looked like she's got to be after the time skip. So I'm just gonna say in the 800s we meet the puff fruit.
I will say it is not the big lady's devil fruit you are thinking of, but you are going to like Big Lady. And you are correct. You will meet this devil fruit in the 800s.
Oh. Yo! Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That seems like puff fruit seems like Oda's just like, what the fuck? I've done ice. I've done all the good.
I've done all the elements. What do I have left?
Genie, he's like looks over watching the dub of Aladdin and he's like, fucking what, I don't.
Hell yeah. Well, thank you, Carp, for that wonderful game. Looking forward to another one. Should we go on to the next one?
Sometimes I think about what would happen if a human ate the human fruit.
They would I feel like they would implode. Like it just like suck into itself.
You don't think they turn into like the Thing?
Maybe.
From the Thing?
Maybe.
Not like the Marvel character.
Maybe they just like would replicate into like a second one of them, and that's what they would be. They'd just be two next to each other.
Gross. Next email from friend of the show, Galaxy. Hi guys, I have 2 very important questions to help the episode reach the 2-hour mark. We're getting there.
Oh man.
First, you've made plenty of D&D jokes around the show and its cast, and I just have to know, what class and build do you think the Straw Hats would be, as you've seen them so far? The more obscure or outrageous, the better, honestly. Okay. The second and most important, I know plenty of us did that "What character are you?" quiz a while back in the Discord. Join the Fun Piece Discord in parentheses. But now that you've been properly schooled on the term, what character do you each kin? Oh boy. Much hugs and love. Can't wait for you to get to Water 7. I feel like, which question do we tackle first? Classes? I think we just do like base class. I don't think we want to get into like subclasses.
Yeah,
and shit.
Classes is fine. Let's do the D&D classes for Straw Hats, and then
easy. Luffy's a monk.
Luffy's a monk.
Mm-hmm.
Way of the Drunken Master. We don't need to do that, but that would be fun.
Yeah, that's true. Sanji is like a monk who hyper specialized in like cooking skills and proficiencies and stuff.
They're all just a bunch of monks.
I mean, Usopp's like an artificer / ranger, I guess.
Yeah, I think.
He's more of an artificer. I think he starts artificer, then goes ranger.
Yeah, that's fair. Zoro is a fucking.
He's just a fighter.
He's just a fighter. He's good with his weapons.
Or do you think he's maybe a little bit barbarian because he goes into a rage?
I think Chopper's kind of barbarian.
Chopper's like a barbarian cleric, is the thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Zoro. Yeah, I guess Zoro's a sort of barbarian as well. We'll get back to that.
What the fuck is Nami?
Nami?
Rogue.
A rogue?
Oh yeah, like rogue who took a couple levels in like wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or like some kind
like
of spellcasting
warlock.
class.
Because she's only got like a
Maybe
couple
not
spells.
warlock, or like a sorcerer.
Yeah. Transmutation. Not transmutation. Whatever. We don't need to get into that.
Okay, so we got 2 monks.
We got 2 monks.
Luffy and Sanji are monks.
We've got a fighter / barbarian.
Yep, and then we got a cleric / barbarian.
Just a couple of barbarians.
/ druid.
Well, I was gonna say maybe.
Oh.
I was gonna say maybe Robin's more of a druid.
You think she's more druid?
Yeah.
I think she's more like warlock.
Warlocky.
Because she's like got that mysterious, and it seems like she's made some weird deals, but she's like really chill about it.
Yeah.
I mean, phantom limbs are basically the phantom weapon you get to draw if you do the Pact of the Blade as a warlock.
She's
anyway.
basically she's just a warlock. That's all she is. It's great. Not all she is. She is a warlock.
I think I'm torn with Chopper. I think he's a little bit. I think he's like a druid cleric. Because like the druids can fuck shit up, and he can speak with animals all the time. It's like his thing. Just shitting out good berries everywhere.
Would you say? I was gonna say paladin for someone.
Who? What?
I don't know. Zoro's kind of a paladin.
Zoro's not a fucking paladin. What are you talking
I
about?
don't know. No.
Zoro's got 0 paladin energy.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. He's just dumb and he cuts things.
Yeah.
Whatever. Shut the
fighter barbarian. What are you talking about?
Shut the fuck up. My brain's not working correctly. Anyway, what character do you kin, Mike?
Out of
every One Piece character, who do you kin? Can we get a refresher on the definition of kinning?
It's like who you identify, like I am this character.
Yeah, it's someone, it's the form of kinship. Basically, you identify with them heavily.
Yeah, but it's
not who I want to be.
It's not your favorite character who you want to be. It's who you're like, if I were in this world, that's who I would be.
Who you fundamentally...
I would love to be Smoker. I would love to be Foxy.
Yeah.
Sure. But who are you actually?
You see them behave and exist in this world, and you're like, oh, those are like the archetypes I would follow and fall into.
Yeah. I mean, we've talked about Johnny and Yasuko. Yes.
Yeah, we definitely fall into those. Like, I don't know that we're that competent though.
They're not that competent though. They get beat the fuck up. They do. I mean, honestly, I would probably end up being like fucking Kobe.
Yeah, I don't know if you're Kobe. You're not that self-deprecating. I think Luffy would like you if he met you, whereas Luffy, like, obviously Luffy learned to like Kobe, but like the first thing like Luffy says to Kobe is like, "I hate people like you." I don't know. Historian, do you have any thoughts on like who we are?
I mean, as much as Matt hates it, the fact that he got Usopp on that quiz is not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very Usopp.
Usopp it is. Hello, it's me, Matt, aka
I still stand by
Usopp.
that quiz being pretty spot on.
Oh yeah, I'm Don Quixote's brother there.
Yes.
I can't wait to meet him in 10 years.
You're not poopy butt Doflamingo.
I'm not poopy butt Doflamingo. I'm good clean butt
You're
Doflamingo.
clean butt Doflamingo.
Proper hygiene Doflamingo.
His juggalo brother from the icon I saw.
You're the sane clown posse Doflamingo. Historian, who do you kin?
I'm not even gonna try to decide. If you guys want to assign me one, go for it.
I mean, I get the Robin vibes out of the main crew.
Yeah.
I feel like you're pretty like chill all the time. You're the most mysterious person on the podcast.
It's true.
I do have access to a jar of teeth.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
What, Mike?
or not because she gets shot in the face, but pre-shot in the face Bellamere.
Yeah, no, I'll take it.
Robin or pre-shot in the face Bellamere.
I'll take Nami's dead mom.
Hey.
All right. Hey, you know what? In line with that, I think the only character I can think I like really see myself in is Hero Look.
Whoa.
Anybody. I could see my fate being like, yeah, I'll adopt this weird little fucked up animal and then end up blowing myself up to prove a point.
What I feel like you'd be a good you could be like Genzo.
I don't know I don't think I've got the dad energy that Genzo had.
All right.
Like Hero Look was a dad but did not have dad energy.
Yeah. I could be Genzo and you could be Dr. Grandpa.
Oh my god, that's the fucking dream.
Genzo, Dr. Grandpa, and Bellamere. Boom, we did it. Yeah.
True triple threat.
The perfect trio.
Oh my god.
The perfect trio. Boom. Done.
There. Answered. Asked and answered.
Thanks,
that
Galaxy.
did take a while.
Thanks, Galaxy.
Good job.
You got it like 10 minutes of the podcast out of it. Should I go on to the next one?
Yeah, let's keep rolling.
We've got another exciting battle from Ben Tenaru. Friend of the show, Ben Tenaru. Hey, Matt, Mike, historian. Last email I meant to be continued. It got auto-corrected. Haha. Anyway, the final battle for the starting match. The final battle for the starting match rounds of the current bracketed fighting tournament Ben Tenaru has it for us is Luffy versus Jotaro. Once you decide a winner, we have to choose between battle 1, 2, 3, or 4. And then there's some other stuff. But let's talk about Luffy versus Jotaro first.
I'm going to leave this one to Mike because I think he knows the most.
Mike.
Jotaro Kujo.
Jotaro Kujo.
I don't know. I only know him up to like part 4. I feel like there's the power scale of like JoJo to everything else is like pretty low. People are like pretty intense in JoJo, but they're also like ghost powers. Jotaro can stop time.
Oh.
For like briefly, he can like stop time for like
30 seconds.
It's like a couple. I don't even think it's that long. I think it's like 3 seconds, but it's enough to like fuck shit up.
Oh.
When all of time is stopped and you can move, like So I don't know. Jotaro would have like an edge there. I think Jotaro would be more willing to kill than Luffy. But also, I don't know. I feel like part of Luffy's power is his like immense plot armor. And JoJo characters do not have plot armor. That's like a thing. You watch JoJo, you're like, anyone could die at any point. I mean, Jotaro doesn't die as far as I know, like from what I've seen. Like, he's fine. Spoilers, I guess. I don't know. Part 4 is not super high stakes for most of it. Yeah, so I think Luffy would take it. Honestly, I think Luffy would take it.
Luffy has won this round of the battles.
Yeah.
I'm going to choose the number 3.
All right, 3.
Boom. And then he says,
another part of the email.
And then it says, tell me, what is one actor you think would use the gum fruit the best? I think that it says only for the historian. It says, historian, you know the truth about it. Who do you think would use it the best?
Why is it so ominous?
What does that mean?
Wait. Oh, God. Can the question be asked again?
It says, tell me, what is one actor you think would use the gum fruit the best? Only for the historian. Historian, you know the truth about it. Who do you think would use it the best?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you for repeating the question. There was multiple.
What does that mean?
The actor who would use the gum fruit the best. I would entrust that to someone who would use it for good. So I think I'm picking Jack Black.
Interesting.
And I'm going to leave it at that.
If Jack Black does not get cast as Wapol, I'm going to fucking scream.
I'm going to kill someone.
Oh my god.
What?
Or actually, hold on. Jack Black as Hero Look.
I think that's fine. I think there are other actors that could do Hero Look as well, which would be fun. I mean,
anyway,
also it's
so Jack Black with the gum fruit. Can we get fan art of that?
Yeah. Hey, anybody who does art, draw it.
I think if you just get it enough on Jack Black's radar, he will do cosplay for it.
I think the thing that we all want most importantly, because she has expressed it, is we want Jamie Lee Curtis to be Dr. Kureha. More than anything in the entire world. That's all I want.
I want you guys to also know, more than once has Jamie Lee Curtis brought up the fact that she loves One Piece and wants to be in it. At first, she pitched herself for Robin for like a couple years, and in more recent interviews, she's like, well, I'm too fucking old for that now, but I can be Kureha. She's old and a badass.
She would be so fun as Dr. Kureha. I would lose my mind.
We don't deserve Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, fucking incredible.
Yeah. We do have one last transponder snail.
Yeah, it's a bit of a long one. I think we might just do a couple of these.
We can even just do one.
We can just do one, yeah, because there's... I think we've like seen some of these in anime form. Okay, so from a friend of the show, I'll say Molten Garnet, the cover
Samurai
stories
Pirate.
And what the fuck is
Samurai Pirate?
Oh, is that what it says?
It says Molten Garnet,
Samurai Pirate. Yeah. The cover stories and what the fuck is Eneru doing on the moon? Hey boys, there are a couple of stories like Eneru's Moon Adventure that are completely canon and relevant to the main story of One Piece. But were skipped by the Toei anime for whatever reason. I think you guys might enjoy seeing what you've missed from the manga, so I'm providing some links to the cover stories up to this point. Maybe you can go over them on the podcast, maybe even cover 1 or 2 of them per episode, up to you. Definitely recommend starting with number 8, Eneru's Great Space Operation. I think we've seen this, but we didn't talk about it on the podcast. Yeah. Or did we?
We might have talked about it on the podcast. Who's to say?
I feel like we did.
I think we did as well, but anyway.
Let's see. I'm going to click it.
I clicked it as well. This is gorgeous.
Number 8.
I do want you guys to keep in mind, I'm specifically looking at the Eneru one. It is it's just under 40 cover pages. So each one is different in length. This one specifically is, I believe it's 37 or 38, I want to say.
38 pages?
Yes. So when he's saying, 1 or 2, there's about 15 plus different cover arcs right now. So if we're going into Eneru's Great Space Operations, it is, called Where Are They Now? Skypiea, basically. It's over the span of like 50 chapters.
Are these like little comics at the end of a...
No, these are cover pages.
Okay.
The cover page doesn't ever necessarily have to do with the story. The cover page that just came out on this week's manga chapter was them playing in a rain puddle. Like, it's never actually anything. But this is chapter 424 to 474. So 50 chapters worth of manga that this got issue by issue released on the cover story, one page at a time. So it's about 50 pages you're going to be going through if you go through this entire thing right now.
I just went through it really slowly, but we can go back. Don't go past 474, because then there's other stuff, and it's... I don't know what it is.
Okay.
I don't know what it was, but I quickly cycled back.
What's at the bottom of yours? I'm looking at a video of orca whales if I scroll too far.
There was some sort of screenshot of a dude down on a pirate ship and a bunch of other pirates looking at him, and then like a weird blocky yellow cube looking person.
Oh.
I don't know.
What
Anyway,
are you talking about?
Eneru's Great Space Operations. First it starts, we've got... I don't know if we need to, like, describe... I don't know how we wanted to do this.
Oh, we're going to bang through this. We got Eneru's ship going toward a moon.
I'm
going
to pause you guys for 1 second, just for the convenience of our listeners. I'm going to say, and Matt should hopefully follow this up, we are going to put the link to the Imager article that has all of this specific cover story in it in this week's description of the podcast for you to follow along if you'd like to.
Yeah.
It is on the fandom wiki. It looks like that's what I'm seeing it on. Is there another?
Yeah, I've got it on the fandom wiki as well.
I'm gonna send the better link. Hold on. I already sent it to you guys in the Fun Piece crew chat.
All right, we'll look at it. Anyway,
yeah.
Eneru's standing looking at the mountain, holding his arms out, and he's going, "Whoa, look at this!" And then he's looking at a big old crater. And then he finds...
It's going to be our interpretation.
And then he finds a big old man laying down on the ground, and he looks angry. And then he lights him up on fire?
He's like, what? I'm going to... he shocks him into... attack first, think later. Yeah, he's pissed off. He's like, fuck this little guy. Yeah. And then he wakes up. The little man's got an army outfit on. He says, I'm ashamed, but I survived.
Yeah.
Says the little man.
And then...
I'm sorry, chapter 436, Pants from Frankie House. What the fuck?
Yeah, also, this might be entering dangerous territory because you are seeing the chapter titles for stuff that happens later than where you are in One Piece. The chapter titles you are currently seeing are about 200 chapters beyond where you guys would
I just
be.
read something. I don't know. This might be dangerous territory, Matt. Don't scroll past 437.
I mean, I already scrolled really fast back and forth. It's fine. It looks very fun. It looks like Eneru basically helps this little man get back to life. His little man finds a bunch of other dead little men, and he's like, no, my men. And then we get a little backstory on the little moon men, where an old man built them in a laboratory, and then they got to the moon, and then the old man died in a box. So then now there's some other big dog looking guy on the moon, and then Eneru kills the big dog looking man, and now he's the head of the robot men. Is that it? Did I do it? That's it, right? That's basically it.
That's about right. There is, there's definitely more cover stories prior to Eneru's that you guys might be safe to go through. I've had this sitting in a tab in my computer. I'm sorry I have not had the time or energy to go through it and make this into a proper segment for you guys to be able to recap on cover stories, but kind of for that exact reason of some of them are dangerous territories where the cover stories you are able to watch are happening in manga chapters that you haven't seen worth of anime yet.
Yeah.
So maybe we will re-explore this with some vetting.
Yes, but
to make sure. So I just read something and I'm like, oh, that's okay.
I didn't read anything. I just looked at pictures.
Good for you. I scrolled down and I saw some words that I recognized. I saw a lot of words I didn't recognize. I'm like, a lot of this means nothing to me.
You have to look at it from the eyes of a child, Mike, where you just look at the pictures. You don't read.
A lot of them, like, I brushed over, and then I just saw 2 titles. I'm like, I know who those are.
Mike, remember, we don't read. We just watch.
I know, but my child eyes can read.
Yeah.
My adult eyes can't.
Anyway, thank you, Molten Garnet, for sending us these wonderful things. It's very exciting. I think it's really interesting. From the very quick scanning I did, it looks like Eneru's kind of a good guy on the moon. He helped out
probably like an accidental, like he didn't mean to, but
yeah, that's interesting to me. Maybe he will learn the error of his ways and learn some empathy and stop calling himself a god.
I bet it's like a little bit of Grinch flavor where he's still like kind of a dick, but
Grinch.
Also like I'm kind of into it.
Instead of the
Eneru steals Christmas. How the Eneru stole Christmas.
I like that. Anyway, thanks Molten Garnet for sending us all of this information. We're going to have the historian proofread it all for us.
Yeah. Sorry, that was such a messy.
I wasn't aware of what you were doing, guys. I would have tried to stop it sooner.
I will say Molten Garnet did send the link to Django's Dance Carnival, which we have watched, and boy, Django's Dance Carnival is so fucking good.
It's a fucking banger.
No, Django's Dance Carnival is a little bit different than the cover story of Django's Dance Paradise.
Oh.
What the fuck?
They are slightly different. Very similar names, but I mean, Django's kind of whole thing is dance.
It's true.
Django! Historian, can you cover your ears for like a minute?
Oh, a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can count that.
Like 30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Okay.
30 seconds.
Yeah. All right, I'm starting now.
Okay, man, I think that fucking One Piece is way too complicated. I'm worried. We got so many names, and then there's all this fucking Eneru shit, like he goes to the moon, and then there's all these cover stories. Like, do we need to worry about this?
Do you think they're like gaslighting us a little bit and like all this?
Do you think they illustrated these and these are fake?
Yeah, I think maybe Historian and like the Discord and Molten Garnet are making these up, and they're not. Maybe it's just like a weird fan art website, and this isn't actually part of the show.
All the pictures I was looking at, Eneru was having sex with the little moon people.
Yeah, it was really gratuitous, and like I'll go along with it if that's what Oda wants, but also like
it just feels like a weird thing to put in like a shonen like manga. Yeah.
I mean, just looking at this transponder snail, it's something about Gadatsu. Gadatsu definitely got murdered by Chopper, so I don't know what this is about.
Yeah,
some weird sort
it's
of
Gadatsu's
AU.
revenge.
It's a weird AU that someone created.
Yeah, and then there's like a whole thing about how they like form a high school volleyball league.
Yeah, and then like it's.
And then like there's like a whole segment where. Wait, hold on, backtrack. They start a basketball league, and there's a whole segment where they're like, "There's no rules about a reindeer playing basketball."
Yep.
And then they have Chopper choose between Buggy and Luffy.
Yeah, and then there's like and then at the end they all eat vanilla pudding together that Sanji made, and then they decide a little later to start their own soccer league, and they're like Chopper.
I could fight. Historian, are you playing RuneScape?
No, I'm not playing RuneScape during this week's
Okay, I hear
episode.
clicking.
No, I'm doing nothing.
It's like Final Fantasy 14.
No.
Anyway, hey everyone, thank you so much for listening.
I'm sorry you're convinced that we've Truman showed you into believing One Piece is real.
Well, the show's definitely real. It's everything else, though.
Puff fruit.
Everything else. Yeah, that puff fruit, jacket fruit, really had me going.
Man, yeah. Go join our Discord. Link is in the description. Send us a transponder snail at funpiecepodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, thank you.
Follow us on Instagram at funpiecepodcast.
I've been trying to post at least once a week, if not twice a week. I'm working on. I'm
Yeah,
getting better
social
at
media-
it, baby.
Social media is hard.
It is. And
It's tricky.
thank you to friends of the show, Carp, Galaxy, Ben Teneru, and Molten Garnet for your transponder snails today.
Yeah, appreciate it. Even if one completely overwhelmed us. We'll figure it out.
Oh, yeah.
It does seem It does seem cool, even though I don't. Eneru goes through some shit. Fuck that guy still. But the other ones.
Anyway,
hey, tell your friends. Word of mouth is really important. Tell your friends to listen to us, even if they don't give a shit about One Piece.
Yeah.
Because we would like to keep doing this, and we would love to like make a Patreon someday. I vow, if we can have a Patreon, I will, even if I have to do it alone, I will watch all of the 4Kids dub and share my thoughts.
I will join you. I think that would be very fun.
And you will all be upset when we're like, this is the better version.
There's also, I know someone posted in the Discord something about Nun Piece.
Yeah, like an abridged fun piece.
Which looked interesting. And then obviously the Netflix live action show is coming out soon as well. So we'll have to do something.
Yeah, we want to like cover all that stuff. And obviously main One Piece is our priority, but like all that other stuff would be really fun. Extra tidbits. I'll just start watching the 4Kids dub for fun because that Sanji voice is ASMR to me.
Yes. Sanji. We hadn't done it the whole episode.
We haven't. Hey Matt.
Huh?
What do you think the One Piece is? I'm not asking the historian because I'm convinced she's playing RuneScape and that's what she's gonna say.
I swear to God, I will screen share right now. I promise I'm not playing RuneScape.
RuneScape Classic.
Do you want me to? Do you want my? I have two One Piece theories.
You're taking too long, historian. What's the One Piece?
Sanji's dick. I'm sorry. It's probably Luffy's frozen body.
The One Piece is all of the hair that Sanji has to clean out of the drain after Chopper uses the boat shower.
I'm sorry.
You asked me to answer. This is what happens
I quit.
when you ask me
I'm
to
done.
answer.
I'm not doing this anymore. I'm done with this show. I'm leaving.